Welcome back to the Fyog Home Podcast. I'm your host, Desiree, creator of Fyog Home, and in today's episode, we're going to tackle something that many of us struggle with: time management. But not just any time management. I'm talking about personalized strategies that are made for ADHD. These strategies are about embracing your unique needs and rhythms and ultimately finding what works for you. So let's get started. First things first, know when you're most productive. We all have those moments when we feel like we can take on the world. Some of us are morning people, others are night owls. Pay attention to when your energy levels are highest and use that time to tackle your hardest tasks. Forget the conventional ways of doing things. Our brains are wired differently, so lean into that and make it work for you. Chapter 2, identify your triggers. Whether it's clutter, noise, or certain tasks, pinpointing what distracts you can help you create a more supportive environment. For example, my husband, who does not have ADHD, can focus on his personal projects with a basketball game playing in the background and Tyler, the creator, playing on our vinyl player at the same time. I have no idea how. For me, I need the soft sound of birds chirping outside on my balcony. When there's too much stimulation, my brain shuts down. So I identified my trigger and created a solution, working from my balcony. Find what disrupts your focus and adjust your space to support you. If noise is a challenge and a quiet space isn't an option, noise-canceling headphones can be a game changer. Chapter 3, discover your focus techniques. Some people with ADHD work best with music. Others need complete silence. Some wear headphones with no sound, that's me, while others focus best with classical music. Experiment to see what works for you. One method to try is the Pomodoro technique, working in short bursts with timed breaks. The pressure of a countdown can create just the right motivation to get things done. Whatever it is, find your rhythm and stick with what keeps you in the zone. Chapter 4, embrace your sensitivities. Being aware of your sensitivities, like noise, light, or interruptions, can make a huge difference. Invest in tools like dimmable lighting or set boundaries with anyone you live with by communicating a time slot of when you need focus time. If social media or gaming apps are a distraction, don't just remove them from your home screen. Actually, delete them. Set your phone to do not disturb and turn off notifications to avoid unnecessary interruptions. If you need texts and calls for work, of course, do what you have to do, but otherwise, protect your focus. Chapter 5, tailor your routine to your preferences. Instead of forcing yourself into a rigid routine, personalize it to suit your needs. If long work sessions feel overwhelming, break tasks into shorter chunks with frequent breaks. If you're more productive at night, structure your day around that instead of forcing an early morning routine. The key is flexibility. Allow yourself to adapt without guilt for not following traditional methods. Do what makes sense for your brain, and don't let anyone who doesn't understand shame you out of it. Chapter 6, practice self-compassion. ADHD comes with its own set of challenges, and there will be days when things just don't go as planned. But that doesn't mean you failed. Be kind to yourself. Instead of focusing on what you didn't do, celebrate small wins, whether it's completing a single task, staying focused for a few extra minutes, or simply trying again tomorrow. Progress is always more important than perfection. You're not lazy or incapable. You're learning to work with your brain, not against it. That's it for today's episode on personalized time management strategies. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. For more ADHD-friendly home interior and management tips, head over to fyoghome.com. Catch you next time, where we'll dive into more ways to make your space oasis work for you.